Welcome to the Bobby Soxer Show, the podcast where nobody gets left feeling shocked, with your hosts, Ashley Patterson and Alan Mustafovsky.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with part two. I forget that we need to hold this mic because we're going to be testing everything. So don't forget to hold your mic.
Got it.
There, Dan. So welcome, Dan, back to the podcast. Insert applause.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good to have you back.
Good to be back.
It's good to be back. I like. You were missing for a little bit in the socials. I guess you did you want to tell what happened, or
Yeah. I'm also missing a few fingertips as well. So I had the brilliant idea of grabbing the lawnmower when it was running. So accidents happen at the finest of times.
I guess when you're not thinking that as clearly as you think, you just go into it, and then you realize, you kind of screwed yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan,
no, we healed up quite well.
I'm glad you are okay.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're okay. So as we said before, we're going to be talking about everything is saturated. So Alan, you're leading the cast. Let's go with you.
All right, let's start off with the entertainment industry. So, music, all right? So, technology's made it to the point where, and this is like a good and bad thing, technology's made it so that everyone can make their own music. Mm-hmm. But it's gotten to the point where you're basically typing in prompt words and you've got a song.
So like Suno, that's for an example. Suno's an AI app that I can just type in words, bang, I've got a hit.
Yep. And I'm not saying that good songs aren't coming out of these, but it's a weird thing in a way that when you have more supply than demand, it almost devalues your appreciation for
100%
for the music, and that bleeds out into TV shows. I mean, we got Netflix, we got Spotify, we've got Disney Plus, we've got Paramount. Whatever, it's like there's a billion different channels. You got your normal TV that's got a billion different channels on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I think Foxtel still exists.
Yeah, it does.
For what reason, I have no idea. Go on.
It does show everything else that all the other streamers.
Yeah. And I mean, you've got your reality TV shows, you've got your dramas, you've got this, that, and then YouTube. We're obviously there's a billion different podcasts, and I'm not
only
saying
ours matters, but
Ours in a very select few. Ours in a very select few.
that's it.
subscribe now.
But they're all doing a good job, not all of them, but there's I can't say that most of them are bad. But it's just a weird concept to me, and this goes out to food, right? There's a billion different burger places, a billion different. I did potato cake reviews. I'm looking at the wrong camera, but I did a billion different, which I killed, by the way.
Can I make a comment here?
Yeah.
How come more fish and chip shops aren't doing the pumpkin cakes? I really want to know.
Yeah, Dan, I've actually got Dan onto the pumpkin cakes and he loves them.
I love them.
So, I don't think Ash has tried them yet.
Ooh.
But Ash is going to do the west side.
No, east.
East
side.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's going to do part 3.
I don't do part 3 now because I really wanted to do it, just with time permitting. It's very tricky because we had I was sick, then I had Supernova before that, and then obviously editing the interviews during that time as well. So just a cavalcade of a mess. So I will get out to the east to film part 3.
That was actually pretty cool content, though, so you had every excuse to go there, mate.
So, no, I wanted to do it earlier, just time permissible.
Beautiful.
Yep, we're kind of all in the same boat. We all want to do a million different things, but the time is just going so fast, and there's not enough of it, Dan, obviously, we play for the same tennis club, then he fights. He's got a business. I got a million different hobbies. Ash has got a billion different things going on, so it's kind of a bit of a miracle that we can actually get down here at a certain time and get this thing going. All right, like you go to the shops, there's a million different sauces. Barbecue sauce, hot
one
chili
do you
sauce.
like? Yeah. Which one is
Tomato
the best?
sauce, soy sauce. And then there's like 5 different brands for each sauces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like 5 different tomatoes.
You could say even in some industries with work, it's saturated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
you're getting like Jim's mowing.
Yep, perfect.
There,
perfect
Jim's mowing
example.
is a over. I wouldn't say oversaturated. I don't see it as much as I used to.
What about even owning a gym to work out? Like,
Ugh.
they're everywhere.
Gyms
Do
everywhere.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is oversaturated.
Yeah.
We'll get to the controversial stuff after. I'll pass the mic over to our multicultural buddy. And by the way, to prove I'm not racist, I've known Ash since I was like 3 years old. So I've got nothing against the people of...
You know, there is no such thing as racism because we're all human. So it's
Wow.
well, yeah, exactly. We're actually trying
That's
to
very heartwarming.
catch all you aliens out.
That sounds good on paper. It's very hard.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
right. Yeah,
That's what it sounds. It sounds great
Yeah.
on paper.
That's true.
Everybody hated the heart guy from Captain Planet. Nobody wanted to be that guy.
I liked him. He had the little monkey and stuff.
But did you
I
ever
liked
see
him.
How often did you see him use that ring?
Yeah, well,
He could have his own adventures. like Wheeler, Kwame,
A spin-off.
They had like their own adventures, like their own episodes. But
like
Mattia had nothing.
I only saw one thing where he ever came in useful. Well, he needed his ring to actually summon Captain.
Okay, so
Hey, he showed heart. He showed
What
heart.
was the second use?
Well, at the beginning of the introduction of the episode, he used the ring to get the monkey to
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's what I mean.
Wait,
He never saw that episode.
intro.
But I never saw that episode. I don't think that episode ever existed.
They never had time to film it.
Anyway, we're going off topic right now. All right, sports. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
We used to just have tennis. Now we've got pickleball. Now we've got paddleball.
Yeah.
Table tennis.
Yeah.
Badminton. What do you got? That squash. Like you got like a billion different racket sports within one category. Like.
Okay, well, actually, this
tennis is the
Because
original.
now I'm probably going to go into a bit of a deeper dive. As a tennis person, how does that make badminton and maybe squash aside because they've been around probably I wouldn't say just as long as tennis, as there's a longevity to them. But what do you think about like paddle and pickleball? Like, what are your thoughts on those kind of sports?
For me as a tennis player as well, I prefer tennis, just play the real one. But
Yeah, just
I can
play the
see
real
where
one.
pickleball would be fun to, have a couple of drinks, let your hair down, this and that, maybe a socialising sort of thing. But it ain't no competitive sport, let's put it that way.
Right.
Well, just fuck that one off.
Yeah.
Go to the tennis court.
Yeah, go to the tennis court.
It's way more challenging. It's like it actually takes talent.
Yeah.
But what do you say like for things that this is just an example. What do you say for weather dependent? Because
that's a good one.
tennis is obviously
got
more
ping
outdoor.
You want to do some racket sport? You got ping pong.
You do have table tennis for an indoor thing, but in Melbourne we should be building more indoor tennis spots for us.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like I don't know why that doesn't exist.
So you're saying the oversaturation is that there's the overarching umbrella, which is tennis, and then you've just got so many that's underneath it.
Yeah.
We're just talking about tennis.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about fighting. Like now we've got like a billion different martial arts.
Yeah.
Then we've got boxing. Like, it's the UFC, as cool as it is, it's another thing. Like,
Because how many other now fight brands are out there? So
Exactly.
like just the one on Netflix today.
it's not even like you've got.
Yeah, that was just
Jake Paul's
Jake Paul's,
fight umbrella or whatever.
But that's MMA again. You know what I mean? So you got all these different companies in the one industry. Yeah, it's getting saturated.
And then, like, I guess where I'm trying to sort of go with this, if you wanted to start a business, I don't want to look at it as competition because like competition implies like, you know, like a negative thing. Like these guys
I wouldn't say negative, but I would definitely say that it makes it harder to get your name out there.
Maybe stick to the niche and do it properly.
You're trying to navigate in a world that already has all these things, and you're trying to outshine everyone else. So I wouldn't say it's like competition in a bad way, because competition, I think, can breed very good things, like competition of like phone or technology or
ethic in their work,
or like sport. If you don't have the Federers, then you don't have anyone trying to get onto his level. Like they can't. So I think competition maybe not be the right word, but I know where you're going. Well, I know
100%. I could have worded that better, but
that was perfect. Controversy has started.
But I guess what I'm really at is people only have a certain amount of money. They've only got a certain amount of time. And everyone can only allocate so much to a certain direction. And it's kind of sad that a lot of people get left in the dark when they've got so much to offer. I think that's what the root of it. The root of the point that I was trying to make when I was bringing up this topic is that there's so many people with so much to give, but unfortunately, due to the way that the world is, only a select few are going to get chosen to be able to do what they want for a living.
Yeah, and go down that path. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I think a perfect, we're obviously jumping into the world of like podcasting, and obviously there's an oversaturation with podcasters, so we're in that same market. Now, what I don't particularly like is celebrities starting their own podcasts.
Yes.
And it's not
because you're famous enough as it is.
Like, in a weird way, in a weird way, because it's like, don't get me wrong, I like hearing behind the scenes stories.
Yeah,
but I also
they should be on the podcast.
They exactly. They should be already going to
the guest.
So if any celebrities out there want to come on the Bobby Soxer show, let us know.
Let us know.
We'll have you on.
I don't think it's like necessary for like if Leonardo DiCaprio started a podcast tomorrow, like so many other podcasters are going to be like, well, what's the point? Because all these bigger people that already have a big audience.
And he just hit 1 million subscribers first day.
Yeah, you as a beginner, you have to try and like push yourself to the point of like, how do I get me out there rather than these already existing celebrities? Now it's and I can see people kind of starting and then just stopping because they just don't have the heart in it anymore. Because it is an oversaturated market, and days go by. I saw like recently, Zach Galifianakis was talking about Donald Trump and going on to these on the podcasts with a bunch of other people. Now,
was that in between two trees? That one?
He was just talking about he was talking with a bunch of like news people or CNN or something like that, and he said something like, why didn't the podcasters ask him the hard-hitting questions? And I'm just in my head, I'm like,
I think there are more car manufacturers these days, at least the Chinese section.
Yeah, but I think there's more car manufacturers, there's more brands than maybe what we've seen, but they all probably come from the same factory.
That's a good point.
It feels to me they got rid of Holden and just brought in 100 other freaking
Yeah, they
companies.
got rid of. I guess you can make the argument of they got rid of they quote unquote got rid of Holden, but how much manufacturing was really done in Australia? During that time anyway. How much was there might have been some manufacturing, but there was still probably a lot that was built already in China.
They shut a lot of it down years ago. Yeah.
So exactly. So I think that with that is there's an oversaturation of maybe brands, but I think they all come. It's like getting parts for your computer or getting parts for your phone. They all come from the same factory. There's only 3 factories that make RAM chips. Yeah. There's only 3
That's why it's called aftermarket.
That's why everyone uses Samsung panels on their TVs because iPhones use them. It's more along the lines of the umbrella problem. There's only one manufacturer that makes them. It's like then you brand it whatever you want.
That's a whole different rabbit hole. That was like,
This is the rabbit hole you made.
look what you did, Ash. Look at what you did. You brought up the fact that all these brands come from one place.
China.
China.
Straight from Shenzhen.
Maybe we should like represent like
CCP?
China. Yeah.
There we go.
They seem like they'll pay well.
For a country that everyone is threatened by, and they should still be threatened by, is because everyone goes, man, you want capitalism to work, and then you go to China, and then it's like gorgeous, it works even more.
It works.
It really, and then you really turn it around, and you're like, maybe communism does work.
Remember, there was we did a podcast episode where you said we need a good
a good dictator.
Yeah, we need a good dictator. And I thought the concept of a good dictator was funny. Like, isn't that just a leader? But like, I think this is the point you were trying to make.
That was one of the good movies too. I loved it.
It's a fair point because I don't want to go because China is on one of my things to go to again because I only went when I was a younger kid and it was it was just pollution, especially in the air and all that sort of stuff. But from all the videos that you see now, it's like it's just got a completely different world. And
they get rid of all that pollution when they've got more technology.
Coronavirus, man.
COVID, man.
It just gave
Shipped it over to Australia.
It gave it an excuse to ship everyone inside and then do whatever they needed to do to clean it up.
All right. Yeah, I guess we cleared that up. Let's go on to the controversial topics now. We have an oversaturation of people.
Oh,
here we go. Cultures, religions.
Yep.
Too many. There's too many. Too many genders.
You're going to get me
Which God's real?
I think this is a very tricky one. And I'll say this coming from the perspective of someone who looks like an international person. I don't think there's a problem with...
See how quickly I handled that.
I think there's so much a problem with immigration as opposed to I think there's a problem of putting immigrants first. So if you have like a country that has a lot of Australians that have been suffering for years, both Indigenous and early migrants, and they're losing housing, they're not getting the money that they were, by Centrelink or whatever.
Don't even have the chance to buy.
And for younger and for millennials that have grown up in this country who are struggling to buy their first house, because that was like the quote unquote the great Australian dream is that you buy a house, white picket fence, start a family, all that sort of stuff. And we don't have the means to do it, but then you're bringing in all this migration who are then buying up all the housing, the land, all that sort of stuff. So I think there's not so much an immigration problem as opposed to the country itself is not looking after its own people. That's I think that's probably as best as I can put it. It just I have friends that are now they're stuck in the fact that they will never be able to buy a house because they're constantly renting.
Yep.
And then it's like the same, and the rent is the same amount as what you as buying your own
renting
house
at the moment, and dude, it's unbelievable. So just trying to find a house to rent as well it's beyond a joke.
Exactly. So if you have lines of people at the door of somehow of one house and the line is going like 2 blocks down,
we just turn the car around and go home.
It's like and because you're then competing with people who are like, I have a year's
that part's saturated.
I have a year's rent all ready to go. I have a year's rent ready to go. I don't, and then so people,
that's what they're doing.
You're competing with people who now have a lot of money to either rent, and you're just or people are buying up the land. So I don't think the Australian government really understands that. Yes, immigration.
I think they understand.
Oh,
I
no.
understand, mate.
But I think that they understand. They understand.
That's why I'm in this. That's why we're in this predicament.
I think they understand in the sense that they're thinking of like we get money now, but they're not. They don't understand like what it means to build a future Australia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that off quickly because we're gonna run out of time, and I'm gonna refilm for part 3.
Good stuff.